So there's a particular type of kid that we see a lot of in the clinic, and this is something really important for people to know about. It's a condition called PANDAS, which is where a child gets a strep infection. It can be a sore throat, tonsillitis, it could be scarlet fever. And it may be them, it may be a sibling, it may be one of their friends at school that gets this infection. But essentially what happens is almost overnight, or it could be over a few weeks, but they changed completely their character. So they go from a sort of confident, happy kid to suddenly OCD, tics, anxiety, sometimes wetting their bed. Sometimes literally their schoolwork goes downhill. Sometimes they just lock themselves in their room and they won't come out. And this is where the immune system, instead of being fought, the infection being fought properly, it hits the back of the brain called the basal ganglia, and it causes this inflammation. So the microglia are in chaos, basically, and not doing their job, and this inflammation is just getting worse and worse. And it can be there for weeks, if not months. Usually it sort of starts to wane again. But then, obviously, strep's going around school, so every time they get exposed to strep, it happens again. So often over the summer, they're better. But then in the winter, they're just, they're so dysregulated. Anyway, luckily, there are some great doctors now in the UK who are able to treat these conditions medically. But from a nutrition perspective, we sort of help them so their immune system doesn't do that again, because you can't avoid the strep unless you're totally taken out of school, which we don't want kids to do. So so that's where the zinc and the probiotics and all those important things make such a big difference in the diet. So over time, you almost retrain the immune system, which again, not only is helping you to fight the bugs so you feel better, but it's also stopping the brain from being on fire.